start saving now, okay? Start today and not tomorrow. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about something that I am truly passionate about and want to help as many people as possible do. I really believe in saving our money, and I want to give you guys the best tips that I know on how to save money. As you guys know, I'm 21 and I've recently just purchased a house. All of my own money, my savings and everything was put towards this deposit, and I still have money left over for life. In general, it's always important to, this is a quick tip, I'm already starting and because I'm so like driven about this conversation, but always leave yourself emergency money, guys. A little quick story: yesterday night Alicia's car actually got hit by another car, obviously, and for that poor person in the other car, they now have to pay a lot of money to get Alicia's cars fixed. So saving money to have emergency money is super important, because look what can happen. Yeah, it's just a whole thing, and I'm gonna give you guys the best tips that I possibly can to help you guys save and start saving now, okay? It's so important to start today and not tomorrow. Let's jump into it. I've got 20 tips here in my book that I want to help you guys and give to you so that you can start implementing into your day-to-day life. The first tip that I have is say no. I know this one sucks, but a little bit in saving, you do have to compromise sometimes your social life to save the money that you want to have. So basically saying no. So don't say no all the time, but if someone's asking you to come out every single weekend or go out to dinner every single night or whatever, it is okay. Excuse me. It's okay to say no. Please keep that in mind. Just say no. And even tell them the circumstances. Say, look, I'm trying to save my money at the moment. Happy to go out in maybe a couple of weeks. Number 2, I just want to say that saving is a compromise, guys. And a lot of these things you're going to be like, but I don't want to do that. But it is something that you need to be really disciplined about to be able to save that money, especially if you're on a low income. I'm not on the highest income in the world. So you need to do these things to be able to save that money. And you get rewarded in the end with what you want to purchase, so it always ends up being completely worth it. My second tip is when you're going out to dinner, try and find something on the menu that is within budget. Oh my god, shut up. I'm just gonna be honest, get the cheapest thing on the menu. That's still a meal. Don't be buying no sides or anything. Still give yourself food, and health is so important, but I did either stick to the cheapest on the menu or like the second or third cheapest. And maybe once a month I would go, because I would have that money saved, that I'd be okay with buying the most expensive or whatever I thought was I would enjoy the most and maybe was more expensive. I did that about maybe once a month, once every 2 months. Most times I did go out, I tried to get the cheapest thing on the menu, I'm not gonna lie. Number 3, don't drink. To be blank and honest and so truthful to you guys, alcohol is so expensive. And I can't even fathom paying $16 to $19 on one drink. Like, that's a full meal for one drink. Like I said, it's all in moderation. You can do it every now and then, but doing it every weekend, every night, every Thursday, or whatever it is, it's costing you. And alcohol is so expensive, and that's probably one of the main reasons that I don't drink. I mean, I don't enjoy drinking, but that's because I stopped because it's just too expensive and I can't afford to waste money that literally comes out the other end. It's hard for a lot of people to stop that addiction, but if you could just weigh off the drinking a little bit, you're gonna save a lot of money. Number 4, one of my biggest tips, this is for probably, you know, someone in the younger demographic, is start saving while you're living at home, because you're never gonna get it this good if you're renting or paying your own bills, etc. So while you're living at home and you're living for free or on a small amount of board money, save your money now, because that is when it is going to help you. I can't stress it enough. And live at home for as long as possible. Number 5 is to create a budget. Work out what you get in a week, like what your weekly income is, and then write down a budget of things that have to be paid for, like in order to live. So like say you have your rent obviously per week, got your bills, say your insurance, like say your insurance is $400 a year. Make sure you divide that by 52 weeks and have what you need per week, per bill, what you need to survive, and have that money in your account when your bills come and you don't have to stress about finding money. Figure out that budget of what you need to put away per week, put away some savings, and then you have your little bit of a splurge money. So creating a budget is really important and great to have. Number 6, what drove me and really supported my drive to save was to actually have a goal. So obviously my main goal with my money was to buy a house. So since I was 14, whenever I got my first job, that has been my goal since that age, and having that goal and having something to save for really made me disciplined to stick to it because I knew what I wanted. And I'm finding it a little bit harder now at the moment because I don't have a goal for something that I'm saving for. I do now that I'm engaged. I have to save for a wedding, but I needed a goal just to keep me on the right track, and I have, since having the house, spent a lot of money obviously on house stuff, but just been online shopping a lot more because I haven't had that goal. So even if it's a new laptop, new books, just something that is a little bit of a drive for you to help you want to save. Number 7, this is crucial, make your lunch at home. It's not hard, guys. So much more cheap if you go to the shops, buy tuna, buy salad, buy whatever, buy those little things and make them at home. So meal prepping and not going to buy out. Like, I know this is super hard, especially if you're working at a shopping center in retail. There's always like a cafe or somewhere close by that you could go, and it's just so convenient. I promise you when I say that bringing your food from home is going to save you a lot more money. The people at my work go out every single day to get a coffee. It's probably what, $5 a coffee, and then that every single day. I could never. Number 8 is to meal prep and plan. So if you have a plan in place on what you're going to eat for the week, basically you're going to know what you're spending. You're not just going to the shops every second day to go and buy something and then you go, oh, that looks nice too, that looks nice too, and you end up buying so much. Also, never ever go to the shops hungry. That is so important because otherwise you're going to buy the whole grocery store. So meal prep and plan them out your weeks, what you're going to eat for the week, and I promise you it's going to save you some money. Number 9, you don't need to buy something at the shops every single time you go. For an example, John worked at a grocery store basically, and when he went there he went, oh, and that chocolate milk looks nice, I'm gonna buy it, just because he saw it and he felt like it. Like, don't buy things for the sake of it. It's not necessary. So every time you go to the shops, you don't need to buy that extra thing. Like if you're going to a grocery store to buy groceries, you don't need to go and buy that chocolate bar because you feel like chocolate now. Like, I'm sure you've probably already got one at home. Don't buy for the sake of buying. Number 11 is discipline, which I've pretty much been saying this entire time, but you need to stay disciplined to be able to save. Number 12, I got this a lot when I was saving because obviously people pick up on you not spending your money or buying whatever you want to buy or whatever, but people are going to call you a tight ass. And I still get called a tight ass on the daily from like my dad and my uncles and whatever. They all just say, you're such a tight ass, and they're joking. And honestly, I took it as a compliment because I was like, yeah, I'm saving my ass off and I'm gonna get what I want. Anyway, number 13, make coffee at home. So if you're someone that likes coffee, I do recommend saving your money and buying a coffee machine, because in the long run that's going to save you a lot of money than buying a coffee at a cafe. Number 14, a good one is to actually read The Barefoot Investor. It's actually a book and the author is Scott Pape, and it's just a book all about money and how it pretty much helps you how to budget. I know John, when he read it, he thrives off it, and now that's how he has his accounts set up. I personally have my own system, but I do think it's a really good book to read and help you save and get on the right track, how to pay off debt, etc, etc. So that's a good book to read if you're interested in how to budget and all things money related. Number 15, so if you know you're someone really bad at saving, this is what I'm going to use John as an example, because obviously John, he hasn't been the greatest with his money. He is now, but what he did was whenever he got his pay, he would go get cash out. He would get $50 for himself for the week, and he then would give his card to someone reliable. In this case it was me. I would hold on to his card so he didn't spend it, and if he did want to spend, he would have that $50 a week, in being the one that used to want to get that chocolate milk. If you see that $50 going down, 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 you're not going to want to buy it, and you're going to learn what to spend your money on. So that helped for him, if that helps for you. Number 16 is to shop at cheaper stores. So for example, instead of shopping at Coles or Woolworths, you can shop at Aldi. It's cheaper. End of conversation. Number 17, never ever ever pay full price for anything. Always wait till they go on sale, because trust me, they will go on sale. So just hold off for that new shirt or whatever and wait for it to go on sale, because it will. 18, always think to yourself, do I need or do I want this when you're shopping or buying? Like say it's a mug. Do you have no mugs at home? Do you absolutely need to buy it? Or do you just want this because that mug is really, really cute? So always differentiate what you need and what you want to buy, and then that will kind of give you a guidance and go, yeah, look, Mariah, you just want it. And then wait for it to go on sale if it's something that you truly, truly want. But if it's something you need, then obviously buy it, because I'm not telling you to stop all money and live on nothing. Like, I'm just telling you to buy what you have to get instead of buying unnecessary things. Number 19, don't get out a loan unless it's absolutely necessary, like a house. Like, I obviously can't pay $500,000 up front. So if you need to get a loan, then do so. But if it's a loan for your first car or a loan just to live, don't do it. My second tip is don't use Afterpay. Don't use any of those pay now, well, get now or buy later or whatever it is. Don't use them. My biggest tip is if you can't pay for it twice, you can't afford it, okay? So always have double the amount in your account of whatever it is that you want to purchase before you do. I know someone that's really close to me that isn't the greatest with their money and used to get loans out all of the time just to live, and I can't tell you how much it ended up costing this person in interest. Just save the money and pay with it. It's less stress. I bought my first car just outright. I didn't get a loan or anything like that because I saved for it first, and I had that money and I gave it to them, and I didn't get the best car in the world. It gets me to A to B and it's great on fuel, and I'm not complaining, but just pay for it straight up instead of putting it on a loan. And the last tip, which is number 20, and that is to unfollow temptations on social media or limit what you see. So if there's some company that always gets you going and makes you want to purchase something, unfollow them, because you don't need to see it, and that's what's going to trigger you to go, I want to buy it, I need it now. Just unfollow those things that are a temptation to you, or get them out of your sight. Cut people off if you have to become who you want to be and start saving your money. Guys, that is my 20 tips to help you saving money, and please believe me when I say that these 100% will work if you put in the work, you put in the time, and you're disciplined about it enough, and you have a goal in mind on what you want to use your money for. Always, always, always have emergency money for who knows what could happen. Seriously, let's take 2020 and 2021 as example with COVID. Like, you literally never know what's going to happen, and so it's just so important to have emergency money for yourself. And can I just say as well, buying fast food or things, it may look cheap when you're buying it one off, but it's really not, and it's actually cheaper to go and buy like fresh vegetables from the markets or something like that. I don't mean to say to not look after yourself and don't take care of your health or your body or go see a doctor or something when something is wrong. That is what you use your money for, not on something like alcohol or I don't know, something that doesn't help you. Always use your money wisely, guys, and I really hope that this helped at least just one person out there to start saving. I truly believe you need to start right now, otherwise you're not going to start at all. Start right now, write out a list or write out a budget or write down what you want to do or take away from these tips and start them right now. Anyway guys, that brings me to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you got something out of it, like I said. And if you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below which one of these tips you think will help you the most, and please, 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 please subscribe to my channel because it really, really helps me out. It's just that red button down below, and then if you want, there's a bell next to it, and if you click that, you will be notified every single time that I post. So click that if you want to, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.